Now we can see a new world coming into view.
God damn it!
A world in which there is a very real prospect of a new world order.
Shut
New
up!
world order does not mean surrendering our national sovereignty
You ignorant son of a bitch!
forfeiting our interests.
You fucking troll! Fuck you! Go away! You ignorant cocksucking fag motherfucker! You understand that? You dumb son of a bitch!
He took an oath to defend the Constitution of the United States of America.
Don't do it, motherfucker! Don't you dare do it!
By some, he's been called controversial.
I don't care how long your dick is! You stick it up your ass! Oh, I care!
He is the free
Don't talk over
American,
me.
Clay Douglas.
Now I know my goddamn name!
This anguish and this pain, knowing that your eyes are blinded by the lies.
You ignorant
Catch the
motherfucker!
Free American.
I know my
Weekdays at 10
goddamn
a.m.
name,
Eastern,
you dumb
7 a.m.
motherfucker!
Pacific.
Who do you think you are? You dumb son of a bitch!
Yes, your eyes are blinded by the lies.
For the podcast and more details, go to freeamerican.com.
Hey, shut the fuck up!
Every time I think about the damage,
You ignorant motherfucker!
Hello, everyone.
Shit, no, yeah, on here. My bad, had it on mute, so apologize, everybody. Poland, I just want to make it feel more like Clay's show, you know? We don't have enough dead air to mimic Clay, so I wanted to let everybody reminisce about Clay's show, because his just ended.
Absolutely, and what we should do is maybe, in honor of that, we could do a 15-minute pause so we could go take a phone call and not tell people what we were doing. Just let it run dead air for 15 minutes. That would be good production.
Definitely. We're just on the fringe of production. We're on the fringe. We're going to the next level. So most people can't understand Clay's value. You know, it's so, like, people may think it's bad, but it's like art. You just have to get the deeper level of understanding for what he's doing. But, yeah, it looks like we do have two callers on hold. We got somebody from, let's take the one from the 240. 240, you're on the air.
What's up, fellas? This is Don Cornelius.
Don Cornelius.
Hey, Don, how's it going?
What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
Don, I haven't seen you since you died. This is great.
It's crazy to be talking on the phone when you're dead. You know what I'm saying?
I assume you came from
Did
inner
you
Earth?
go to... I was about to just ask that, Perf.
I can't disclose that. Y'all fellas, you crazy.
Well, it's where, you know, we know that Clay's opened our eyes so much that we realize most of what we were taught isn't even true anymore. So what happens when you die? Do you just go to the inner Earth? Do you live with the humans and the giants down in?
I mean, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's where did Caitlyn Jenner come from? Was she just sent up from the inner Earth? Because we don't know, you know. Bruce Jenner was one of the best athletes ever.
That's a great question, Doc. I don't know, man. This shit is just crazy. It's blowing my mind. Today just let me down, though. It was unbelievably bad. Just a letdown, disappointment. I can't believe he only took 2 calls. I mean, what kind of shit is that? That's bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
So,
After
Don,
we had over $100 in donations.
Yeah, Don, what did you expect as a listener for Clay Appreciation Day with all the build-up? What were you expecting to see?
Well, I love the call from Jeff in Greensboro. He's crazy. He's always crazy. He's funny, good, but very subtle with the things he says. And of course, Doc Higgins is always great. But I was hoping for at least, you know, maybe a good solid hour of calls. And I mean, just 2 calls. I mean, that's crazy. I wanted to get on there and ask him about his Mexican Chihuahua, who I don't even think had papers. You know what I'm saying? It was an undocumented illegal alien, and he had him for 16 years. I wanted to give him credit for that because, I mean, that's some open-minded shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know if the dog is – I don't know if Bandit was connected to the Fast and Furious operations ran by the ATF. There was speculation that may be the case. But, you know, our job, what Boob and I think is the best option, is to run the show like Alex Jones. We don't have enough resources to confirm everything we hear. So we want everybody to hear all the options of what could be true or not. We can't fact check everything. We just want everything out in the air.
Word.
And I'd like to
hear
see
what
those
you're
papers
saying, man.
too.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, a Mexican dog with a guy that's like an anti-Semite. Well, I mean, I guess that doesn't matter, but he just hates everybody. I mean, he thinks everybody's a Jewish gay person in this whole world, and it's crazy. I mean, I don't know. I want to call the show and find out more about this dog, but I know he won't let me ask. He'll just hang up because he think I'm a gay man and a Jewish man. When in fact I'm just a black man, and that happens to be gay and Jewish.
You're not with Black Lives Matter, are you, Don?
Oh, no, I'm not with that. Not with that. No, not at all.
Okay, because that would be okay on the show.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of my brothers are, you know what I'm saying? But I don't roll like that, you know what I mean? There's too much hate in the world to roll with that group, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're sort of the anti-Clay show. We take everyone here.
That's beautiful. I mean, that's a beautiful thing. That's the way it should be.
And I know you're also probably surprised that we haven't called you a dumb, stupid motherfucker yet or hung up on you. It's going to take a little getting used to, I think, for Clay's fans to know this format's just a little different.
Yeah, you know, I mean, that's kind of what I expected when I called in. But you guys are cool, you know what I'm saying? You're not. I haven't noticed any anti-Semitism or any hatred of the gays or the black man. So I have a great show you're putting on. I'm really excited to call in future shows. It sounds like a wonderful endeavor. But let me just say this. I'm a little discombobulated because, I'm not used to calling in on shows, so I might be a little, sound a little off or something, but it's just because I'm discombobulated.
Well, it happens. I can't even say that word. Discombobulated.
It's crazy.
Well,
it's
I'll
like,
tell you.
Yeah, it's just
like
where, I get discombobulated sometimes as well. With everything that Clay presents, I'm drinking out of a fire hose with all the information he's throwing at us. On top of that, we're returning to him like battered housewives, where we get abuse after abuse, and he still won't love us, and we just love him. I hope one day he'll realize how much I love him.
I mean, the man is like Ike Turner.
For.
You know what I'm saying? He used to beat the shit out of Tina all the time. It was crazy. Tina went back to him, and Tina left. Clay is like a white supremacist Ike Turner. He's just a crazy motherfucker. I don't know what to make of him. He's just crazy.
Yeah, it's hard for me not to love him.
I know.
I love the man. He's a mad genius.
He's managed to suck us all in, and we come back every single day, and we love it.
I need to ask you a question,
1,000 words a
Boob.
minute.
That's crazy. I need to ask Boob a question. Did he ever finish his story about the wonderful man, Dr. Khan, that ran the whorehouse out of his father-in-law's? Because I remember you called in and you asked him about that, and the brother didn't even really answer the question. He started to answer, and then he just started yelling a lot. And I was like, how the fuck are you not going to answer that question? That's the greatest question on the show. Dr. Khan, I mean, that motherfucker is crazy. I wanted to hear the rest of the story.
Well, the thing about Dr. Khan, it was later found out that he was one of the most wanted men out there. He didn't say where he was wanted, but he was wanted out there, and he did a citizen's arrest. And I think that's all we need to know.
I mean, Clay's a stone gangster, man. He don't give a fuck. He will like he always says, he'll put a boot up your ass. He don't care. He don't give a shit about nothing. He will fuck you up. He don't care. He's 6'5", 240. I mean, I'm only 6'1", 180. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, he's just a big motherfucker. I don't think I'd mess with Clay. He's crazy.
Don, I want to let you know, I don't care what you look like. I don't care how big your dick is.
Okay, word? I mean, I'm just saying, my woman today, it's funny that you mentioned dick, because my woman today said I had 20 miles of dick and no brain before she left for work. I was like, what the fuck is this woman talking about? I got a brain. I went to college. I even got a real degree from a real college, unlike Clayton. I mean, that motherfucker, what is the Timothy Bible College anyway? That shit is crazy.
I went nuts. He's about to get his doctorate by getting his master's. Yeah.
Oh, is that? Listen, I'm just confused sometimes because Clayton's crazy. I mean, the shit he says sometimes just makes my head spin, and I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
It's hard.
John,
should I get off the line, fellas, so you can take some other calls?
Don,
we do
great.
have some other ones, Don. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we loved having you on, Don. Call back when you can.
I can't wait to call back, brothers. I love the show.
Don, I'll tell you what,
awesome.
Before I let you go, you are an ignorant son of a bitch, and I love you for it.
I appreciate that, brother. I look forward to talking to you in the future.
You got it.
See you, you dumb motherfucker.
Who would have thought that would be a compliment?
The 317's been on hold for about 11 minutes. Let's let this dumb motherfucker on. 317. 317. 972.
Hey, this is Marcus. I'm a little discombobulated. But
Marcus?
Yeah, I'm a little discombobulated, but I love being able to chat with real Clay fans, you know?
Sounds great. What's on your mind today, Marcus?
Well, I don't know. I was thinking of making a donation, but it seems like he's not doing anything for it, so.
You mean you don't want to give your real name, your real number, and your email address on his PayPal?
I don't think so. I'm kind of apprehensive because of my husband, but I kind of want to talk to him, but because I'm such a real fan. But
that's good. Well, what did you expect for Clay Appreciation Day?
I expected at least a thank you because I know that a lot of people appreciate and love the man.
Yep. And how did you feel after the show ended today?
Disappointed, like Doug Daniger, gay man, gay journalist, is saying in the chat right now. Disappointed. Maybe I'll have to go down to Dell's and have extra catfish on Friday.
Don't forget about the shrimp platter as well.
All right. Take care, guys.
Thanks so much, Marcus.
Thank you, Marcus.
You know, that's a good point. Dr. Higgins, I think it's time for our first advertisement of the day. Don't forget to come down to Dell's Cafe. Dell's Cafe, the best chicken fried steak in Big Spring. Back to the show.
Yeah, Dell, I love Dell's. I try to go down there once a week when I fly into Big Spring for my research. But, yeah, it looks like we don't have any more callers. Of course. Yeah, I got to get those Catfish Fridays in.
Yeah, absolutely. Since we don't have any more calls, I was just going to suggest maybe we could share a couple of our favorite callers, or maybe like a few notable times that people called in and kind of reminisce here while we're waiting for more calls.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. Now, you can start out, Boob. You got some of the most epic call, or the fans, you know, the most diehard fans of Clay's. Which one's your favorite?
Absolutely. My favorite ones are where people play the classic game of misdirection. For example, one gentleman said, Clay, I want to talk to you about the events in Charlottesville, but first thing, I'm 6'1", 250 pounds, I have a 7-inch penis, and it throws Clay off so bad because he didn't see it coming, but he should have.
Yeah, it's where when Clay, he is pretty gullible, where he will start to believe about anything, damn near anything. So if you're able to wrap him in, you can just be true. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just the true fans can really get him going. And we love to hear about this truth he tells us, but at the same time, we like to have fun occasionally. It's all in good jest.
Absolutely. We've got requests in the chat room. Actually, some people would like to know just a brief recap of what happened at the meet and greet. Since I wasn't there, I would wonder if we could maybe recreate it through the eyes of poor Jose.
So, yeah, it's for Jose. I feel so bad for him. Honestly, instead of doing a fundraiser for Clay, we probably should have done a fundraiser for Jose and Casablanca. The men's bathroom with that man pile. Just the story after story is just so sad to hear. How, I'm glad that Clay was so accepting of the gay Jewish mission and the Dreamers. We can't forget about the Dreamers.
Oh,
but
without a
Barry
doubt.
did not have to. He did not have to destroy that bathroom and masturbate in front of Jose's grandmother. That was just too far.
I mean, now in all fairness, he did say she was an ugly bitch.
Yeah, that's true. Doesn't matter if she's ugly.
Oh, okay.
I wonder what people think about
that.
Doesn't matter, right? Like, is it as big of a deal? I wonder what the fans think.
Absolutely. And then I also hear with the Clay, I can't figure out if that was actually Clay. There's been some rumors that it was an impersonator named Aaron Finkel. But I'll tell you what, I've seen the pictures. It looked like Clay. Don't know if it sounded like Clay, but he was there greeting his fans. Everybody called in the next day saying how much they appreciated meeting him and greeting him. So I don't know. Is it real?
It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell if it's real or not. I think it was because all the stories lined up. Everyone had the same story, so it's hard to dismiss it. You know, if the stories varied, it'd be easier to say, okay, that was just put on as a sham. But since all the stories were the same, I think a meet and greet actually did go down. There was a Clay impersonator. So we might have to get Robert, the professional investigator, to start investigating who this Clay impersonator was that showed up at the meet and greet.
Yeah, no,
and
absolutely.
We do have one call. We do have a call, so we can take a break from describing the older antics and take this caller. It might be Goldberg. Let's see. Is this the lawyer Goldberg?
You ignorant sons of bitches. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to find out who I am.
This is perfect. I thought it might be you. Clay, how are you doing today? Thank you so much for calling our initial
None of your
wrap-up show.
goddamn freaking business. You didn't fucking donate fucking penny. I don't trust or believe in your goddamn GoFundMe page. You sons of bitches are just taking my money from me.
So you think money was stolen in your name is what you're saying?
I know for a fact no money came to me except through my page, which was only $30 here.
Wow.
Well,
those accusations are very strong.
Well, we got you over $125, Clay.
Send me the money. I have not seen any of that money.
Now,
hey, you
when you do
keep
get that money, Clay. Now, when you do get that money, I assume there'll be a formal apology, and maybe we can make some concessions on the show. For example, certain.
You can kiss my ass. That's what you can do here.
But Clay, your arrangement for getting on the show was you wanted people to donate $20 to get 10 minutes of airtime. A lot of people thought they were going to get 10 minutes of airtime if they donated, and I myself only got about 5 minutes on the air. So I do need an extra 5 minutes sometime within this next week. Can you make that happen, Clay?
Well, we will see if we can arrange that possibly tomorrow here.
I appreciate it, Clay. We know you're a good guy. We love you.
I am a good guy.
Clay,
just
can I take this time to ask you? I was just going to say, can I ask you about some of your favorite callers, your most memorable ones? What are your feelings on a professor from University of Texas at Austin, Dumbledore?
You know, I haven't heard much from Dumbledore in quite some time, but, you know, I didn't mind him too much. I kind of miss his calls. I miss him calling in, but absolutely I do. I would prefer him over fucking Barry any day.
And one thing I've been fascinated to know, and I know this is kind of an open forum here, what are your feelings on the Russian spy Markov with his genetically modified meat program that may or may not be able to communicate?
Well, I haven't given that so much of a thought. It's just the fact that there's only 2 people that I can't stand this fucking earth, and it's Markov and fucking Zakis, and they can both kiss my ass.
It sounds like he already does.
Well, sometimes he can be a little suck up, but he does love sucking on my asshole a little.
Absolutely. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about today, Clay?
No, actually, I think I'm about done for the day. I'm going to start chugging some vodka and drink a few Budweisers and some Twisted Teas here soon here.
I assume you'll be making your daily trip down to the Big Spring Police Department to report something?
Oh, without a doubt. Without a fucking doubt. I am going to turn in, I had Barry calling in his fucking gay Doug Daniker, whoever his fucking boyfriend is, and I know all of their fucking numbers because I always have a pen and paper on me, and I write down these fucking numbers every goddamn time, and I turn them into the FBI.
Is there a case number that you can give us?
Yeah, 7.
Okay. 7.
That's it.
7 is the case number?
That's the case number for you goddamn assholes.
Also, we have a question from the gallery. They wanted to know what your thoughts are on Golden Corral and especially the Texas Roadhouse over in Midland.
I love it. I love both of them.
I heard they had Vietnam-era Veterans Day there.
They absolutely did. I had a great time. The meal was on them. I chowed down. I had a great time. I ate so much I could barely walk after. And I had to unbutton my pants.
Well, Clay, I think a lot of your fans want to know what kind of tipper you are. Do you tip up to 15%? I know you're on a budget, so I was just wondering if you tipped at all when you got the free meal or if you just assumed the waiter was going to make enough money not getting a tip.
I don't tip a damn thing. Why would I tip for something I could do myself? I went all-you-can-eat Golden Corral buffet. I go and get my own food. They don't bring me no damn food here. I go get my food. I sit down at the table, and I eat. I don't tip them a damn thing.
I heard that they actually asked you to leave because you were putting your head in the chocolate fountain there. Is that true, Clay?
Well, sometimes people talk, but that doesn't make it true. However, yes, that's fact. That did happen here.
This is fascinating. It's nice to know the true insight.
And Clay, I think we have a caller that may want to speak to you. We have someone that's been waiting for a little bit. Would you be willing to speak to one of your fans?
I'll tell you what. I didn't want to take any calls, but I'll go ahead and take one call today.
Just one call. Just one call.
Just one call.
626. Okay. You're on the air with Clay and Higgins and Boob.
Good morning, gentlemen.
626.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Who the fuck are you and what the fuck do you want with me?
My name is Eaton Beaver.
Oh,
how are you, Clay?
You're so full of shit.
First of all, Clay, I would like to say thank you for another shit show that you put on today. It was a wonderful.
Well, you know what? You know what? Blame friggin' Steve. It's Steve's friggin' fault.
Okay. And then I have a few questions, Clay, that since you wouldn't take my call this morning, would you care to answer if you may?
You know what? One fucking question from fucking Eaton fucking Beaver cunt.
Okay, Clay.
Fucking asshole.
Again, I believe all of us here in Trollland give sympathies about Bandit. couple of things. Are you going to stuff him? Maybe by a taxidermist and maybe put him on your mantle or mantle to your Honda?
That occurred to me here, but Candy is not for it. So what she says goes here.
So I take it you'll probably have them cremated, and then you and Candy can have a snort them after a couple bottles of vodka.
That sounds more correct than getting him stuffed. That's correct, sir.
Now, Clay, how were you able to keep this illegal gay Mexican dog in the country for 16 years?
None of your freaking business. That's how.
Well, I mean, I believe we all would love to know that. I mean,
Clay, can you tell us if Bandit was associated with the Fast and Furious operation done by the ATF?
No.
That's the rumor that's been going around. No. He was not used for drug smuggling and getting weapons over the border.
That is the only thing I want to comment. Situation.
Okay.
Fair enough. All right, excellent.
Well,
I
thank you,
know
Clay, for your time.
a lot of the times I can say things and it gets so twisted. And that's not going to happen anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And that's mainly only because you're a bunch of dumb sons of bitches.
That's the Clay we know and love right there.
Do you have anything else for us? Any questions?
Yeah, I got something.
You have anything? Okay.
Going off of, I guess we go Clay Appreciation Day. Yeah, I think I mentioned this yesterday. I think I appreciate, Clay putting on the show because I've met people, through the chat room that around the country that I don't think you'd ever get to know without our small community, so to say,
That's a great point.
Agree.
I feel the same way. No, I feel the same way. I talk with people every day that I would never associate with as far as I don't know these people, but you know what? We're all a big community. We've fallen in love with the show and we're hooked. And gosh bless us all.
Well, I do not consider you intruders anymore here. It's diehard fans, and I know that my popularity has grown a whole lot. That fucking Jew Howard Stern is afraid of me now here, and he feels that I could beat him in ratings, and I believe that to be true.
I heard that Howard Stern won't even have you on the air now. He doesn't want to have your thoughts and views on the air.
He won't.
Have you tried? Have you tried to be on?
I've tried. I've tried many times, but that big nose of fucking Jew, Howard Stern, or fucking Barry.
You know what's actually a question that's been on my mind for a long time? Clay, I know because of your contract and all the legalities of it, you can't really say too much. Can you share with us what you and Steve have planned with Sirius Radio for January?
Well, that's very, very confidential there. I can't give away too many details, but all I can say is that I hope you're excited for it because I am as well.
Is it the Morning Brew? Is it the Morning Brew? Is it the Morning Brew? Tell us.
The Morning Brew will be here January 1st, 2018.
Yes. I knew it.
And it's going to be the greatest fucking show you've ever heard in your life.
Outstanding.
What guests do you have lined up already?
Wait.
Do you have Caitlyn Jenner lined up as one of your first guests? I know that you've had differences.
Caitlyn Jenner will be there January 1st, right at midnight. When
That's going to be an
ball
epic.
drops.
It sounds like Caitlyn Jenner's balls have dropped.
I can picture it now. Clay and Steve have their arms wrapped around Caitlyn. Both of you kissing one of her cheeks. It's going to be an amazing first show.
That's going to be one of the promotional pictures of us, both of our arms around her, because it is a female. Yeah. And hopefully,
well, you just can't be too.
Hopefully, I can give her a kiss on her cheek.
Just don't be too handsy. Don't pull Harvey Weinstein.
Well, we'll see what happens with that.
I know it's going to be hard for you not to grab on that Johnson, but you just got to pace yourself a little bit. We all have urges, but just watch out when you're in front of Caitlyn. We understand.
Yeah, I'm really craving that booty, girl. Yeah.
It's hard not to.
I'll do my best. I'm not going to risk my job here at the show and the Morning Brew coming next year. This is going to be a great show here, and Steve is not going to let me get out of hand here.
I don't want to see you on the front page of the National Enquirer for fondling somebody. That's our worst nightmare in this fan club.
Well, I see your point. However, I think Caitlyn Jenner may be worth it. I would do some fucking nasty things to her.
I don't know. This is it's supposed to be a PG show. I don't know how much in depth we can allow you to go in the things you want to do to Caitlyn Jenner and what things you want her to do to you.
Well, maybe I'll on the air in January. I'll go into detail on the Morning Brew.
Well, that'll be perfect. We're looking forward to hearing more about the True Clay.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And Clay, some of the fans are asking, did you get a new pet cat? We're hearing a cat in the background.
I have a little Siamese kitten here.
I'm glad. It sounds like a cute cat.
I hear some little kid calling my name.
It's probably a trick-or-treater.
Yeah. I better fucking not stop near my goddamn
You shooting any trick-or-treaters this year? You shooting any trick-or-treaters this year, Clay? No?
Absolutely not. Nobody had the fucking balls to come up here. I guess they saw my sign.
There's just too many pussies out there, Clay. Nobody really wants to meet you. Besides Barry and Steve in the meet and greet. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Besides the event at Casablanca, nobody wants to meet you in person.
Nobody wants to meet me. Nobody, or people want to say that they want to meet me and shake my hand, or I'll fucking break it. And then if I don't break it, I'm going to put my boot up their fucking ass.
I can definitely tell this is the real Clay. It's just so amazing having you on. At first some of the people in the chat were wondering if it was really you or not. But with the phrases you're using, with your little bit of slurred speech, I think everybody knows now for sure that this is the one and only Clay.
Well, I have chugged a little from my vodka bottle here, and I'm really enjoying it, and I have half of this bottle left to go, plus 2 others, and a lot more to drink here. But I hope that everyone enjoyed the show today, and I'm very glad that you fans are doing this show now, and it actually makes me feel special here.
You got it, Clay. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you very much for having me on, sir, and I hope to be on again soon here.
Without
we
a doubt.
appreciate it, Clay. Thank you for calling in from Big Spring.
Have a good day.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have anybody else who wants to talk, or no?
I think I know we have one person on hold that's been on hold for a while. I think he doesn't want to speak, but let's see if this. I know you got to head out soon, Boob, but let's see if this other 317, you're on the air.
317.
Looks like nobody else is trying to speak right now. 317 did not speak up, so I think we're, we can wrap up the show.
All right. I hope everybody enjoyed it today. We certainly did our best.
Yeah, I know. It's where this is really, this is just, we're still getting the trial runs down. This first week may be a little bit rough, like what happened today where I set up the wrong show time, so we had like 2 wrap-up shows. But after we get the kinks out, this will be an amazing broadcast, have regular guests on. You get a lot of the die-hard Clay fans on as well. We hope that everybody tunes in regularly in the future.
Absolutely. It can only go up from here. So thank you, everyone, for listening. Appreciate it. And give us suggestions on how to make the show better.
And thanks for everybody for calling in and just listening to the show. And we are open to any suggestions.
Would say, bye for now.